Harry, your brother on stage 9 was only 0.7 of a second behind you. Talk us through that stage.
It was a tough stage, to be honest. It was the warm-up for the power stage later on, and I always aim to do a bit of a fast recce at least through those ones, but we actually had a small off. We were pretty lucky to get away with it. So, yeah, we're back here, and now we know what the conditions are like going back out there this afternoon, which is always a comforting feeling.
Tell us a bit more about that off. What was the corner? What happened?
Downhill braking into a third gear left-hander, and I thought we'd set it up nicely, but there was just a really wet patch of mud on the inside, and as soon as we touched that, the car slid off the outside into a soft bank. So we're lucky there was nothing in the ditch, there were no stumps, it was just a soft bank, and we were able to keep going. But yeah, there was a slight moment where I thought it was all over.
So no damage to the car, it's all safe?
Just some panel damage to the front right, but yeah, no, car felt completely fine.
Now after that, how do you then approach this afternoon stages? Because it's the same 3 stages again, including the power stage.
I think really at this point, it's been a tough rally. I'm hoping to consolidate and make sure we're still in it at the end. So yeah, we'll go back out. They're fun stages, and I certainly want to push, but I'm not quite sure that that's a smart thing to do. So yeah, we'll just make sure we maintain our position and I guess sort of drive 90%.
Now you've got that little bit of intel from when you ran, so in theory that's some information that you can share amongst the team, but how much do you think the stage will have changed now you've had 20 plus cars running through it?
Yeah, that's always a factor for sure. I mean, yesterday we saw some pretty big changes on the first 2 stages the second time around, just because, as you say, when you've got 30, 40 cars going over them, it's very different to when I was car 1 earlier that morning. So generally I just have to watch out for deep ruts and trenches. Other than that, I yeah, try and remember from what I did the first pass and commit to the notes.
Best of luck this afternoon.
Thanks, Jess.
Lewis, you seem a lot more relaxed than when we caught up with you this time yesterday, so it's been a good morning?
Yeah, we've had a lot better morning than yesterday morning, put it that way. Yeah, it's been good out there. It's still challenging, the grip's changing, it's muddy in places, dry in places, but we had a good morning and we're happy.
How do you deal with those changing conditions as a driver, that transition from wet to grippy during a stage?
Yeah, it's tricky. It definitely upsets your rhythm. So, I guess you're just looking for a colour change in the surface is the best indicator when it's muddy and when it's dry. So, you just got to go in as if there's grip there and then sort it out as you go.
Now only 0.7 of a second off Harry in that stage 9, which will be the power stage later. Now he did have an off, but does that give you any confidence at all that you can maybe try and rein him in a little bit this afternoon?
Yeah, we had a decent stage, to be honest, so hopefully we can close that gap this afternoon and maybe get a few championship points off him.
Anything to refine coming into this afternoon when you're repeating the same stages?
No, the GR Yaris is feeling really good, so we're happy with it. We're going to leave it as is and go out this afternoon and try and do some more of that.
Excellent. And how's it feeling from your perspective of confidence and feeling settled in the car to have had such a straightforward morning?
Yeah, it definitely gives you confidence going into the afternoon loop. Obviously, yesterday was far from ideal, so my confidence levels weren't great. But the last stage this morning, the feeling was coming back and it was starting to get better and better. So we'll keep pushing on this afternoon.
Good job this morning. We'll catch up with you later.
Thank you.
Troy, sounds like you had a smooth morning. Talk us through it.
Yeah, we just got out there and reset from yesterday, and yeah, just check the pace notes and just try to get a good flow in for the morning stages.
Tell us about the roads out there. You said that it's probably been some of your favourites so far. What are they like?
Yeah, they're nice and flowing. It's great to attack on the roads, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Now you've done what's going to be the power stage once already this morning. What have you learnt from that, and what are you going to take into this afternoon when you hopefully repeat it?
Yeah, well, it's a great stage. There's a lot of places where you can really use the road and attack, and yeah, I'm quite excited for the power stage. Yeah.
Any notes that you need to refine in there? Are you pretty happy?
No, it all seems pretty good. Maybe a few corners are a little bit more slippery than what we thought they were, but yeah, they're mostly pretty good.
Now, Saturday was obviously its own heat. Today it's a bit of a reset. Does that take some pressure off?
No, well, fairly okay at like dealing with the pressure, so it's just, you know, driving your own rally and what happens happens. So yeah, I'm just driving with that mindset, and yeah, we're just planning to finish, and that's that.
Well, you're going really well so far. We look forward to catching up with you this afternoon.
All right, thanks Jess.